Hello again, everybody. It's me, Marcus, and I review stuff. Today, I'm reviewing the song Panic Station by Muse. Been a while since we've come back to Muse. Good reason for that. A lot of my Muse reactions have been getting blocked. The last one that I was able to do without getting blocked was Propaganda, which I thoroughly disliked. But if anything, it actually gave me an appreciation for older Muse stuff, and I see why so many of you are saying, classic Muse is what you really want to listen to. But it looks like this album came out in 2012, so maybe a little bit older, kind of midway Muse here. So excited for this one. Hopefully it doesn't get blocked. I've done a lot of other Muse songs recently that you guys haven't been able to see because they've gotten blocked. Although I don't recall all of the songs that I've done, just know that if you had requested a Muse song and you just haven't seen it yet, there's a good chance it's been blocked. So just keep that in mind. Like I said, a lot of my Muse songs seem to get blocked. So fingers crossed for this one. Really excited though, to get back to Muse. I've really enjoyed what I've heard from them, and it's such a shame that you guys don't always get to see those videos because they get blocked. So this does come as a request. So as always, if you would like to request something, please leave a comment below, and I will be sure to get to it. All right, let's listen to it. Muse, Panic Station. Let's jam out. Here we go.
You won't get much closer until you sacrifice it all. Oh, you won't get to taste it with your face against the wall. Get up back, admit, show the power trapped within. Do just what you want to, and now stand up and begin. One, two, three, four, five is in your eyes. And this chaos, it defies imagination. 5, 6, 7, 8 is 9 lives. You arrived at Panic Station. That's what tried to break you. Unleash your heart and soul. Trouble will surround you. Start taking some control. Stand up and deliver your wildest fantasy. See, do what the fuck you want to. There's no one to repeat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is in your eyes. And this chaos, it defies imagination. 5, 6, 7, 8 is 9 lives. You arrived at Panic Station. Wow.
Yeah, has some mixed feelings about this one, honestly. On the one hand, it was really groovy, really funky, and I kind of liked it. On the other hand, it really wore its influences on its sleeve, and it definitely doesn't sound like what I've come to expect from Muse, which, it could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. I definitely want to dive deeper into that thought and talk more about it. For me, the bass line was really enjoyable, very funky, like I said, but very reminiscent of Another One Bites the Dust by Queen. So I'm like, well, I've heard it before. The vocals were very interesting, also very funky, but at times they reminded me of like Michael Jackson's Thriller. So I'm like, again, they wore their influences, I guess, on their sleeve here. And I think, like, as I was listening, I was like, okay, I think I know why people don't really like newer Muse as much. I think because when I had first heard like Knights of Sidonia, for example, I was like, this is definitely rock and roll, but this is like different than anything I've heard before. This is very authentic and different and really stands out, really creative. And I feel like that when I heard a lot of the older Muse songs that you guys have been recommending, I really felt that way as well. Like, okay, this rocks. I can jam out to this, but it also sounds different than what I would get elsewhere. There's a reason that people listen to Muse, and it's because their music is creative and original and authentic, right? Whereas I feel like this song and also Propaganda, it was like, well, there's not really a whole lot to me that feels authentic or original. In Propaganda, Matt Bellamy really is reminiscent of like Prince in the way he sings. In this song, he's reminiscent of like Michael Jackson, right? And so I feel like I kind of lost some of that Muse originality here, and I think that's why many people dislike the newer Muse. And I don't want to say this is a bad song, because I mean, like I said, it was still groovy, still funky. I was kind of jamming out to it. I like parts of it. But I can see how someone who is sort of, I guess, a Muse purist would say, like, oh, well, this is just them pandering, I guess. It's not really authentic and original Muse. So I can kind of see why some people may not appreciate this newer Muse as much. And honestly, I'm kind of right there with them. I'm like, yeah, it's funky. I can jam out to it, but it's not quite what I look for when I listen to a Muse song. So I get it. I get the criticism now, I think, more than anything. At first I was like, oh, you got to give the artist a fair shake regardless. But now I'm like, okay, I see why people don't really like newer Muse as much. I get it now. So, anyway, as always, let's break it down. Let's talk about each part. We're going to start with the lyrics, of course. So you won't get much closer till you sacrifice it all. You won't get to taste it with your face against the wall. Get up and commit. Show the power trapped within. Do just what you want to, and now stand up and begin. So I think sort of a reaffirmation, like, get up and sacrifice and chase what you want, basically. Don't give up. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, fires in your eyes, and this chaos, it defies imagination. I think that defies imagination line was really when I heard like the Michael Jackson come out. Just the way he says defies imagination. It really reminded me of Thriller, and like right before he jumps into the chorus, I don't remember exactly what the line he says. I haven't listened to Thriller in a long time, but I'm like, okay, that's Thriller right there. Ooh, 5, 6, 7, 8, minus 9 lives. You've arrived at Panic Station. Even that you've arrived at Panic Station part was a little Michael Jackson-esque, if you will. Doubts will try to break you, unleash your heart and soul. Trouble will surround you, start taking some control. Stand up and deliver your wildest fantasy. Do what the fuck you want to, there's no one to appease. So yeah, kind of the message is just be yourself, do what you want to do, live your life, work hard at it, chase your dreams, all that good stuff. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, fires in your eyes, and this chaos, it defies imagination. Ooh, 5, 6, 7, 8, minus 9 lives, you've arrived at Panic Station. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, fires in your eyes, and this chaos, it defies imagination. Ooh, 5, 6, 7, 8, minus 9 lives, and I know that you will fight for the duration. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, fires in your eyes, and I know I'm not resisting your temptations. Ooh, 5, 6, 7, 8, minus 9 lives, you've arrived at Panic Station. Yeah, I think lyrically it kind of fits with what Muse's overall lyrical content seems to be. I listen to. I feel like this is reminiscent of Butterflies and Hurricanes. That's sort of like you got to be the best, do what you want. But I feel like Butterflies and Hurricanes is much more competent and doesn't really beat you over the head with the message. Whereas I feel like this one, it's a pretty generic, straightforward message. I feel like lyrically, I give it a thumb up. I didn't see really too much creativity there that I really feel there weren't any lines where I was like, ooh, that's good, I love that. It was just kind of like, yeah, this is fine. it's fine. As far as the instrumentation goes, look, I said it reminds me a lot of Another One Bites the Dust. It's not exactly the same, but I definitely caught that hook there. But at the same time, it sounds great. I mean, the bass work throughout sounds fantastic. The guitar work throughout actually sounds really good as well. Drumming was fine. Matt sounds good. That's the thing, though. I feel like it's a little cheesy here. Like, when I hear Matt in the older Muse songs, I'm like, okay, wow, this guy can sing. This guy's an amazing performer, etc., etc. When I hear him here, I'm just like, it's kind of cheesy. It's kind of cheesy. I'll be real. A lot of people don't like when I say that about their favorite band or whatever. But man, I was just like, yeah, it's a little cheesy. I'm not really into it. So I think instrumentally it was fine. Again, very much wearing its influences on its sleeve. Which to me, I mean, let's be fair. To me, sometimes that's a good thing. A lot of people criticize Avenged Sevenfold's Hell to the King because they're like, oh, they're just making songs that sound just like their influences, Metallica, Megadeth, whatever, right? But I love Avenged Sevenfold so much, and I feel like the way that they pull off Hell to the King, like, yeah, it sounds like maybe some of their influences, but damn, those songs still rock. They're still heavy and enjoyable to listen to. Whereas I feel like this, yes, it also wears its influences on its sleeve, but it just, to me, was not, I don't think, executed in the same way, where it was more of an homage versus just I don't want to say blatant ripping off, but yeah, I don't know how I want to word that, but for me, it is that it didn't work here as well. I mean, again, I enjoyed what I heard overall, and it was groovy. I was able to jam out to it. I just wish for, I guess, a little bit more originality here. And to me, it's just not what I'm looking for in a Muse song. So instrumentally, I think they were proficient. I give it thumb and a half. As far as replay value goes, I actually have a feeling that this one might go on the playlist just for, like, when I'm chilling. I don't want to think about what I'm listening to. I just want something to kind of groove along to. I think it has its replay value there. A lot of other Muse songs, I seek them out for a specific purpose. I seek out Butterflies and Hurricanes, for example, for a specific purpose. That, like, I want to get pumped up. I want to, like, think I can achieve my dreams, all that good stuff. That's the song I'm going to, because it's just so high energy and well performed. Whereas for this song, I'm just like, I want to turn my brain off and vibe out to something. This is going to be that kind of song. So for me, I don't go seeking out music like that very often, personally, just because I am so heavily invested in lyricism and stuff like that. So, it's got a little bit of replay value, but not a whole lot for me. I give it a thumb up. So overall, the song was all right. Don't get me wrong, but definitely leaning still more towards older Muse seems to be what I like. So regardless, thank you so much for whoever requested this one. As always, if you enjoy the music, go support the artist. Go listen to the music where you can. One place you can definitely find some Muse is going to be in my Spotify playlist. It has every single song I've listened to so far on my channel. Like a good 17 or 18 hours of music at this point. If you want to support me, just all the normal stuff you do on YouTube, like and subscribe and comment. Thank you so much for your time. Hope you guys are staying safe and healthy. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye for now.